Hey everyone, Robert Nixon here with Brian of B Squared Services. Do you want to introduce yourself, Brian?
Sure. My name's Brian Brown. I own a company called B Squared Services Limited. It's a handyman service, and I do small contracting jobs as well as window treatment installations and gliding shelves.
So this is my first time meeting Brian, but Roger that I interviewed last week suggested him. So we actually drove by him on the way home after that, so that was kind of interesting, and I know we better phone him. So he's here. So that was 2 weeks ago, I guess, because we're doing them every other week. So we're just going to ask him a couple questions about his business and what he does and what he did do and stuff. So the first question is, when did he start B Squared? You're the owner, obviously. When did he start it? And how did you get the idea to start a home improvement business?
I retired in 2012, and I started looking for some other work to do. I picked up a couple of small jobs doing, I worked at Bill Howich for a little bit.
Oh, really? Sales?
No, I was driving a forklift.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
And just looking to do some manual labor. And then decided to open my own business. And I went with Gliding Shelves, which is it's a Canadian-based business out of Ontario. And what I did is I started right from scratch with literally nothing. I had no vehicle for it. I had none of the tools for it, and just started from scratch. Yeah.
Cool. So what gliding shelf? You sort of explained to me briefly, but that's basically like
gliding shelves are they're a tray basically that has galvanized steel glides built onto them, and they're bottom mounted. So I can go into your kitchen, measure up all of your cupboards, and the glides are built custom to each cupboard. And then when they're installed, you open up your doors and you pull out the glide, and all your pots and pans come out to you, and it reduces the stretching and the stooping and the bending and crawling on the floor.
Right. So sort of basically adding a drawer within the doors of the shelf that's already there,
yeah,
right?
It's a nice upgrade.
Not a drawer, but instead, so good for kitchens that have a lack of drawers.
Yeah, exactly. And they were actually designed with the federal government, and they are considered a stay-at-home product. This particular product is.
What does that mean?
So you can use my receipt on your income tax and get a rebate if you are 65 or older.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
To make living more functional for older people?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. What did you do before becoming the owner of B Squared? Are there any other businesses that you have owned or currently own?
I was actually a member of the RCMP for 33 years and retired in 2012.
And he's only 40 now, I think. It looks pretty young. I don't know. We won't
with
guess.
20 years experience. Yeah, 40
Yeah.
with 20 years experience.
Exactly.
And so then I actually had about 6 jobs in 18 months after that, trying to find something that I could or enjoyed doing. Got into some restoration work, and then moved away from that just because I just wanted to work by myself, and
Right.
started onto the glides, and that's grown exponentially since
Yeah.
then.
So that's the only business you run now and own?
Yeah.
Is it part-time or do you have full-time?
I'm doing right now roughly 50 to 60 hours a week.
By choice?
Well, I'm the only one making the choice.
You choose to, but it's busy, eh?
Yeah.
Everyone's busy these days, so the work's there.
It's incredibly busy. Roger, who was here a couple of weeks ago, we laugh about it because we're getting fat off of the small jobs.
Yeah.
You know, guys like myself, I'll take just about anything on, whereas the bigger companies, they don't want it. They don't want to go and just fix one window or fix one door because it's too much paperwork, too much administration, and not enough in return. So
Yeah.
for me, that just fills my days.
Yeah, it keeps you busy.
Yeah.
Awesome. Is there anything you wish you had known before starting out?
Oh boy,
For
all
sure.
of it, all of it.
Because you'd never been in business, right?
I'd never owned a business or administered one,
Yeah.
and I wanted to do everything right. So what I did is I went online, followed through with all of that, and then got everything registered, went to an accountant and said, how do I do this? He laid out all of the areas that I had to focus on, and I joined a networking group, and I was literally a sponge.
Yeah.
And just started absorbing it all and putting taking the best parts or the parts that I thought would help and put them into practice.
And how did you start building? When you started out, how did you get the clients at first?
It was literally word of mouth.
Yeah.
I had some business cards and whatnot, but with the gliding shelves, it really twice a year we have home shows in Campbell River and Comox.
For that company that you, or the company that sells them to you or whatever?
No, actually, it's the spring home show at the Strathcona Gardens.
Okay, you just do it yourself.
So I go there and I set up a booth and I have some samples that I show, and I'll get 15, 20 orders out of that.
Nice.
So the estimates are free, but people really need to see them and what they're about before
The
they
uses,
know that they need them.
Yeah.
Right? So it's
Cool.
it's like I tell everyone, I can get down there, but getting back up, I may as well pack a lunch because I don't know when it's happening. Right?
Yeah, fair enough. Awesome. So is there anything that makes you passionate about what you do? Like, I guess is that sort of why you got into it? Is it a passion for it, or what makes you passionate about it?
I enjoy working.
Yeah, you seem like you probably don't like to do nothing.
I enjoy being busy and I enjoy working, and I like the small jobs. So, I'm in and I'm out. I get in, I do some work, and I move on.
Always changing.
Always changing. Yeah. There's new people, and I like being able to help out. With the glides and stuff, it's remarkable when you go to a place where someone has limited mobility, and you can actually provide them access into all of these cupboards. And then, that example, in fact, led to a lady that I had done all of her cupboards, and 2 weeks later I was back taking out her bathtub, and we had a plumber come in and install a shower pan, so because she couldn't get over the tub in the place. So it actually feels good to be able to help out.
No, you're helping them function better. Is there anything like, I'm short, so I picture a little old lady being short. Can they open the door, pull it out, and have it drop down so it's...
There actually is some hardware available, yeah.
I bet, because little old ladies always trying to reach stuff.
Yeah.
I'll just climb on the counter, but...
But there are some available. They come out almost like a garage door. Like they come out and then they'll swing down.
Drop down, yeah. Huh, cool. Is there anything you failed at during your career, and how do you do it differently? So that could go with either career, I guess. As a police officer, there could have been some failures there, I bet.
Well, there's always ups and downs, but my career in the RCMP was amazing. I got to travel abroad. I was on all kinds of special units. I was in plain clothes. I was in uniform. I was in large detachments, small detachments. It was an amazing career. There's no two ways about it. And something that I think I excelled at and something I enjoyed.
Yeah,
I was
nice.
very passionate about that. And then in the construction side of things, just seeing how much it's grown from day one. In fact, there were people in the networking group that made comments that I just didn't have the drive. I was never going to make it. But I was just kind of sitting back because I didn't know what to do. And once I learned what to do and what to try.
Like that was before you even decided what to start doing, like the
how
slides?
to make it grow.
Oh, how to make it grow.
Like how to actually apply myself to the business and make it happen.
Yeah.
Because I had no idea that I was going to have to go out and convince these people to pay me money. Right.
Yeah. And, sell yourself, really.
Yeah. Exactly.
You're in sales, really, if you're
very
installing a product that people don't know they need, right? Or they don't,
or had never seen or
never seen it, or you gotta market
so
it.
It worked out quite well, and just seeing the way it's grown, and I like to say it's grown organically because I've done very little advertising, but it's really done well, and one job quite often will lead to another, and with the truck I drive, of course, it's a 20-foot long billboard that goes down the road. So when I'm in your driveway, the neighbors know somebody's there doing something.
Yeah, and then they ask how it was, and referral's definitely the best way. Word of mouth. So what would you say is your biggest accomplishment in your career, or what is your biggest accomplishment, or have you reached it yet? Have you made your biggest accomplishment?
So far in this career, I would say it would be incorporating, just getting to the point so quickly that I could incorporate.
Oh, so you're incorporated already?
I am,
now.
yes.
Yeah, not
And
already. Cool.
so it came in at about a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah. Nice.
And I was surprised by that, actually. And it was a real sense of accomplishment. It's a lot more work trying to keep that going.
Just organization and stuff,
yeah,
bookkeeping.
exactly. But
what made you decide to incorporate?
It was just getting to that point, and when the jobs get a little bit bigger, and of course the risks are a little bit bigger, you want to make sure that everything is taken care of.
So partly protection, probably partly financial write-offs and discounts and stuff.
Yeah.
And you're putting money. If you're keeping money aside, you want to be able to keep it aside at less taxes, right? It's the main goal, I think, with the corporation.
Until I retire again.
Yeah, and then what do you do, right? Well, you probably have a decent pension and stuff, I'm sure, right? So
there's some of that left.
you might have to put that money somewhere and hide it until your pension goes lower or your income drops off again or whatever.
Exactly, yeah.
Structure it all. I'm not incorporated, but I'm going to next year, I think, for next tax season. But we were going to this year, but we just decided to wait another year.
Yeah.
Just because it didn't quite make sense. But what is your favorite memory of your career?
For this one, I would say it would be actually getting my business name. It's going to sound weird, but when I first left home, 1979, there was no computers, no phones, cell phones, no texts, right? So we wrote letters with a pen and paper. And if I wrote home to my brother, it was always signed B. He would send me B, and I would send back B2. And just a, sort of an inside joke that we always had. But I always thought if I ever got a business, I would call it B squared. Well, now both my brother and I have companies called B squared.
Oh, hilarious.
He's in Ontario, and he has a B squared consulting company.
So who's got the registered name?
I have it federally.
Yeah, there
He
you
has
go.
his in Ontario.
Right, so he's still allowed to have it there. That's funny. Huh, cool. Yeah, name's a tough one. Like, I want to rebrand and stuff, but it's hard.
Coming up
you
with
got something that
makes
comes
sense,
naturally,
right?
then
And for me, I mean, without even knowing it, I came up with a name that suited what it is I'm doing.
it does totally because it's
Right?
you're able to do it all, right?
You know, in slang, of course, if you're square, you're fair, you're truthful, you're all of those other things.
Right.
And carpentry, of course, has its own connotation.
Should be square.
Right? So it's worked out quite well.
Yeah, awesome.
And of course, my initials.
And your initials.
Yeah.
B squared. BB. Is there any other profession besides the one that you're currently in that you would like to attempt or ever wanted to attempt or have attempted that you enjoyed? Obviously enjoyed being in the force, but...
I did, yeah. And I can't imagine another career now.
No.
I mean, I'm 60 now. I figure I've got another 5 in me.
Yeah?
Doing this, yeah. And then that'll be it. So, and there's honestly nothing that I left undone that I wanted to do in the force.
Nice. Perfect.
Yeah.
So you explored. There must be lots of different careers within that you could do or have done, right? It's aspects. Yeah, for sure. Favorite memory of your career?
I think we did that.
Did I do that one? I'm skipping out here. Hold on. How much do you feel business has changed in the last 5 years?
Oh,
so that could be social media. That could just be anything, like construction-wise. How do you stay ahead of it all?
Here in Campbell River, I mean, for me, I started out doing gliding shelves. Within 6 or 8 months, I started doing blind installations for Colleen McClure Designs. That got really busy, and so I do window treatment installations now, and now it's gone motorized.
What's that?
So it's not just blinds, it's draperies, it's
everything.
Shutters, indoor shutters, that kind of thing. So just about everything. And all the different kinds of blinds. I mean, there's rollers, there's sunshades, there's cellulars, there's you name it. So that's changed again now with motorization. And it's not just a remote. I mean, people are running these
from their phone
anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Right? And so I've had to learn how to set that up and get that programmed and make sure that works or to repair it. And then that led into the small repairs at staging sites for real estate. And that's led into doing renos, small renos. So I'll contract out to, again, Colleen, and do demolition, do the finishing, do whatever little bits that need to be done where they can't get a contractor in quickly enough.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've
ready.
picked up a lot of experience doing that, and so that's actually increased. I mean, there's so much work out there right now.
Yeah.
And it's
busy.
growing, still growing.
And if you can do it and do a quality job, then people want you, right?
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
never ending. So, what are your long-term goals?
Long-term goals are to keep this going for
5 years?
For 5 years.
Will you be able to quit in 5 years?
Yeah, I think so. What I'd like to do is find somebody to bring on board that
And train them.
can run it,
Yeah.
and I'll continue to own it and maybe do the bookings and allow them to go out and do the work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For sure. How do you think that looks, finding someone? Do you have anyone in mind, or have you?
Do
you have anyone that works with you right now as a helper? Or?
I bring in general laborers every once in a while when
Yeah.
I've got something that's a little too big or I'm on a time crunch.
Yeah.
But I think what I would be looking for is someone much like myself, who's at the time I was in my 50s, so not quite finished, but not looking to, change the world. Just get out there and do some work.
Yeah, do something. Stay busy and do quality work.
If I can find somebody like that, I'll have it made.
Do you have any advice for anyone else who might be interested in starting or becoming a business owner?
Absolutely.
You started at your accountant, you said?
I did.
That's interesting.
I did. My first thing, I went to my accountant and just threw myself out and said, I have no idea what I'm doing. What do I do? And that initial consultation, which was relatively inexpensive, set the table literally for success. I laid everything out. It made it really simple to do my own books. And now, of course, I've gotten to a point where it's so busy, I don't have time to do the books unless I'm doing them at 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yeah, so you have a bookkeeper?
So I am in the process of hiring one now, yeah.
That's important, I think.
Yeah, so it's, that would be my best advice, is to go out and talk to somebody like an accountant that can lay that out for you and get yourself set.
Structure where to start from the base of the business and build it.
Yeah.
And finances and stuff. I'd like to say that's how I got into real estate, but it was more like just, whew, what do I do now?
Yeah. And you know what? Take advice from anybody. Take it for what it's worth. You may not put it into practice right away, but, everybody has some ideas, and all of them are valid. And,
totally, and then some will work for you, some won't, right?
Exactly. And there's a lot of stuff that I've done, even suggestions on how I laid out the workshop in the back of my truck. Somebody said, well, geez, wouldn't it be nice to have a folding workbench? Well, 3 days later, I had one in my truck, right?
Yeah, nice. I found in real estate when I was newer, there's things that I heard and I was like, they just didn't click. And then a couple years later, they come back around and you're like, oh yeah, I've heard about that before, but it just made no sense back then.
Right.
Because your brain, there was too much to learn, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's kind of interesting.
And I always try to find, if I'm on a site and the trades are there, I have no qualms about asking questions and learning from them.
Getting help from them, yeah.
Absolutely. And, any little bits I can pick up just makes my job a little easier.
Yeah, for sure. That makes sense. Now on to some lighter topics. What's your go-to meal when you go out for dinner?
Once a week I go for sushi.
Once a week? Where at?
Yeah, we go to Sushi Mom.
Oh, nice. That's the one in Muircroft?
Nope, just down the street here.
Oh, right. Sushi Mom's. Are they closing?
No, I don't think
so. Oh, no.
no,
Sushi Mom's right beside us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. I was thinking the other one. There's one over there that's closing, I think.
Oh, okay.
An older one. What?
It's new now. It's called Sushi Joe.
Oh, so they changed the name. There you go. Sushi's great. We don't go for once a week, but I was actually craving sushi today. I was thinking about it. I'm like, oh, sushi, but we're going to Vancouver on Monday. So I think Vancouver will be the sushi place.
And we work a lot of weekends, so it's kind of funny because you always look forward to Friday because 6:15 Friday we're there.
Yeah.
And it's something to look forward to, and it just kind of slows the pace down a little bit. It gives you that chance to just breathe.
Like a celebration at the end of the week sort of thing.
Yeah, because a lot of nights, especially in the summer, are going to 7:30, 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I hear ya. Midnight, no.
Yeah.
Maybe last night. What is your favorite cuss word? Oh, sorry, favorite word or cuss word or both? Give you the option of not using a cuss word.
Oh, I'll try and avoid the cuss words. Actually, we used to
all-
we used to bet coffees when I was on a restoration crew. If you used a cuss word in a client's home, you had to buy coffee for the crew.
Oh yeah.
So it was always back and forth. So I learned to watch my words when I was on site. But I picked up a few.
Yeah. No favorite word though?
I'm not gonna.
Or favorite any word. Favorite any word. Oh, you can say it. That one I got from Patrick Francie. He's a real estate investor, and he always asks at the end of his thing. That's one of the things he asks. What's your favorite cuss word?
Oh yeah.
My vocabulary is not necessarily the best, so I probably swear too much. So I thought it was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I try not to, depending on the client, how comfortable I am with them, or how comfortable they are with me, and it always changes.
People that swear a lot say that swearing a lot is a sign of intelligence.
Apparently, I don't know. Depends if they're slurring when they're swearing. I don't know. Do you have anything exciting going on right now? Like, what excites you? Any jobs or?
I love getting out on my boat, getting out whale watching or
Nice.
fishing. Hopefully, when that opens up.
Yeah.
We've done a little bit of cod fishing, but I'm looking forward to the salmon.
We got a salmon the other day. We went to let it go and it sunk to the bottom. I was like, what a waste.
That hurts.
Catch and release, but no, that was just a waste of a salmon. The seal eat it, but
Yeah, that's right.
cool. Yeah, it's nice out right now. It's good to get out in the boat. We went out for the fireworks and stuff. Anything you're looking forward to this year?
I've actually booked 2 weeks off this summer coming up.
Nice.
So I'm not sure how much of that I'll do work during, but because there's always little things that come up that I have to take care of. But
Yeah. So you're staying here for it though? Just...
My daughter's going to be with me, so we're probably going to get on board and go away for a week.
Yeah,
Just
nice.
get on board and we eat what we catch, and we just live on board and find little bays to anchor in.
Yeah, nice.
2 years ago, we went down to the San Juans and back. And
Okay,
it was
cool.
a
How
great
big's your
trip.
boat?
27 trophy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. It's about the same size as mine. Cuddy, walk around?
Cuddy, walk around, and two 150s on the back.
Nice.
Yeah. It's called the MT Wallet.
The MT wallet? Where do you keep it?
Discovery.
Right, okay, I got mine in Coast. The M. No,
Just have to say it
I
fast.
didn't even catch it. The MT wallet.
That's why it's our last.
Mine's been pretty good. I got my boat for $2,500. We probably put about 50 grand into it, but I basically rebuilt it. It was full of holes. And I'm finally getting it rigged up. I just got from Amazon a stupid leg for the table, not the table, but the end piece where the bed sits.
Yes.
Because the leg was gone and it would fall off, so we couldn't sleep on it. So one of my goals for this summer is to go on a camping trip on it.
Oh, there's
boat
nothing
camping.
better. There's nothing better. You get that anchor set, and
Yeah, for sure.
we'll talk. I'll give you some great spots to go to.
Sounds good. I don't know this area super well. A little bit, but I grew up in Hornby, right? What's the next question there? Sidetracked. What's your favorite noise or sound, and what makes you cringe?
Favorite noise would be my reel spinning out.
Your what? Oh,
My
your
fishing
reels
reel
when you got a
spinning out.
fish.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly.
What kind of reel do you got?
I use a trophy
Okay, cool.
reel. Yeah.
Is that what's a trophy reel? I'm trying to picture it. Is it
Islander
Knuckle
trophy.
Buster? Oh, Island's an Islander. What did I get? No, mine's not an Islander. It's the ones like an Islander, but they're a little bit cheaper.
Edmondson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently they're
I got
good.
one of those too.
Apparently they're good too. I don't know enough about them, right? But
They're all good.
it's not bad.
They're all good.
Cool. Salmon. Catching a salmon. We're gonna try and get some this year. Last year we didn't get too many. We sucked. Oh, is there anything that makes you cringe? Any noises that make you cringe?
You know, after years in the force and whatnot, crowds. I'm not really big on crowds. Like
Yeah, I could see that.
going shopping at Christmas time is not a fun thing.
Yeah.
That makes me cringe. And not
Shopping-
just the wallet part of it.
Yeah, the big crowds. Anything I should have asked you, but I didn't ask you that you want to talk about your business or anything else?
No, I don't think so. It's this has been a great opportunity actually, and I guess the only thing that I want to say is coming here in 07, like I was telling you before we started.
Yeah.
I decided right then that I was going to live here for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I
Here
just
being Campbell River, he
Absolutely.
only came from Crofton, right?
I lived in Crofton, worked Lake Cowichan.
Yeah. So.
And absolutely love it here.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely love
Campbell River's kind of catching on. I've noticed like when I did pre-app here back in 2006, I think that was shortly after, or just before the mill closed.
Okay.
And like from then till now, the changes since that mill's been gone have been insane, right? Like it's a whole nother city for sure.
Absolutely.
And I think for the better. Maybe not as much work here now, but I think
depending on the type of work you do, like there's a lot of people that I've met doing work in their homes.
Yeah, well,
working
people
in Vancouver,
stay busy.
but they do it remotely.
Yeah, with
right?
the internet
so they're
and
here
stuff.
and they're just,
Yeah.
it works out quite well for them.
Awesome. So the last question is anyone that, well, the reason we're interviewing you is because Roger recommended you. Do you have anyone that you'd recommend to interview?
Actually, there's a couple. One, of course,
better
would be
write it
Colleen McClure of Colleen McClure Designs.
Yeah, she'd be a good one for sure.
I have to say, like, I owe just about everything in this business to Colleen, from my perspective.
Yeah.
Because everything that I've accomplished has either been directly or indirectly as a result of something she's got going.
Awesome.
So it's been really good.
And probably the same. You probably help her. I bet she appreciates it. As well.
I mean,
it goes both ways,
because
right?
of that, I try to be as flexible as I can and
for her,
and limit my own work so that I can do hers first.
Awesome. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. And
I'll give her a
the other
call.
would be Mark Howard at Nika Plumbing. Mark is a young guy who's moved over here from Vancouver with his family, wanted a change in lifestyle. He's a plumber.
So plumbing contractor?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's an amazing plumber, actually. He specializes in like retrofitting, like getting new pipes where old pipes were or are. And he does amazing work. And we do a lot of work with him. He's gotten really, really busy as a result, and he's working all over the community, over on Quadra,
Nice.
down in Courtney, everywhere. So,
Yeah, I don't think I know his name, but I'll check him out
so-
for sure. Definitely, I do need to do some more trades, so it'd be good. Be a good one for sure.
Yeah, both of those guys are great, and of course, like I say, I always like working with Roger. We don't work together a whole lot, but I do get to do the odd repair or some furniture repairs for him, that kind of thing. So that's cool.
He's good. He's a character
He
for
is,
sure.
yeah.
He's got a buddy that's moving up here in August. It's a builder, so I'll have to try and interview him.
Oh,
He'd be a
fantastic!
good- we've never done builders. I haven't asked any builders yet. Isaac too. I was gonna message him. Anyways, thank you. Appreciate it, and
Appreciate
thanks
it.
everyone for watching. If anyone's watching, take care.